welcome back to my channel, Black Girl Reviews. In today's video, I am going to be blending two of my favorite throwback shows together by talking about two very similar characters, Dijonay Jones and Spirit Jones. And I know this is really a weird coincidence that they have the same last name. While watching both One-on-One and The Proud Family, I realized that Dijonay is literally just Spirit in animated form. And I just had to share my thoughts with y'all and make a video like I do everything else that comes to my mind. Today, we are going to be looking at the two main things that connect them, which is their looks and how they are treated because of their looks, especially in comparison to their light-skinned friends, Brianna and Penny, aka Kyla Pratt in real life and Kyla Pratt animated. Like, why is she the common denominator of the issue here? Now, before the video gets started, please make sure you subscribe. I'm almost at 4K. I'm not really almost at 4K, but that's my next milestone, so I'm almost at 4K. But yeah, enough with the rambling. We are just going to get right into the video. Starting off with their looks, Dijonay and Spirit are both dark-skinned girls, and they are the only dark-skinned girls in their circles, to be more specific. Being the only dark-skinned girl around a bunch of light-skinned people and white people, you're going to see things like colorism come up. You're also going to notice the difference in how people treat you in comparison to your light-skinned friends or your white friends. I feel like the Proud Family, especially since its reboot, has become more aware of their past mistakes and how they portrayed Dijonay. Dijonay was loud and she was ghetto and she was messy, you know, just a whole bunch of stereotypes surrounding our girl Dijonay. But I feel like they're really trying to do better a little bit with the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Like, I see a little bit of growth, still some stuff there, but I digress. The Proud Family was more woke than One-on-One, but the way Spirit was treated compared to Brianna, it was still very telling. Like, you could use your context clues and be like, okay, I see what's going on here. They may not have come out and been like, oh, this is colorism directly like the Proud Family, but it was definitely still there. When it came to just being a teenager and living the teenage life and getting the teenage experience, both of these characters lived completely different lives than their light-skinned friends. So let's take dating for example. Dijonay is known for being obsessed with Sticky. She cannot get him. She will not even give our girl the time of day. He's never been interested in Dijonay except that one time where he got jealous out of nowhere that she was talking to somebody else. Like, he has never been interested in Dijonay on his own.
So, Sticky, are you dateless?
Actually, I'm happy and hooked up. I'm here with my girl Penny.
Oh yes, we
Penny!
She's desperate as heck and she just cannot get a man. She's the Nikki Parker of the Proud Family world, if you will. Guys are never interested in her, and when they are interested in her, they literally get snatched away before anything can even happen between them, or before they can even pursue an actual relationship, or they have ulterior motives as to why they want to talk to Dijonay. And because of little stuff like this, it seems like they're propping her up as the undesirable friend and the unlovable, unwanted friend, in comparison to someone like Penny, who doesn't struggle to get a date and doesn't really have to do much for guys to be interested in her. And the guys usually don't have any ulterior motives when it comes to Penny, and they just like her for her. Now, this is obviously a very negative way to portray the only dark-skinned girl on the only black animated show on Disney. Like, why would y'all portray the only little black dark-skinned girl as this? Undesirable, unwanted, desperate. No one likes her. She's messy, she's ghetto, she's a bad friend. Like, why would y'all write her like this? Honestly, I want to talk to the writers, but also I always say that you cannot hold 2000s media up to a 2025 standard. Like, it's just not going to work. You're gonna find yourself upset a lot, so you really do just gotta be like, 2000s, that makes a lot of sense, and move on. Anyways, Dijonay written terribly. that's why they're trying to clean it up now with the Proud Family Louder and Prouder. She is a little toned down. Like, I can see where they're trying to clean up some of the mistakes that they made with Dijonay in the past a little bit. Some stuff is still like, why can she still not find or keep a man? And I can't really say that they made her stop being obsessed with Sticky because he just left because Orlando Brown couldn't come back. So I'm not giving them props for that, but I will give them props for the colorist episode, the colorism episode that they put in the new season. That was great, but it's still some little stuff that I'm like side-eyeing a little bit. Like, they have yet to give my girl some real teenage love. Like, let her experience what Penny has experienced 1,000 times over. Let her have a love interest that likes her back with nothing up their sleeves. Like, am I the only one who wants to see that? Like, I actually want to see Dijonay be a lover girl in her soft era. Like, I want to see that. Like, I want to see her have something mutual go on with someone else. Like, the feelings are literally never mutual. It's always some kind of setup, or the person gets snatched away, or the person don't like her. Like, can she literally just breathe and enjoy life? Penny is breathing and enjoying life. Penny done had like 10 boyfriends. Like, maybe not that many, I'm really over exaggerating a lot, but I'm just saying, like, Dijonay has yet to have someone who actually likes her and stays around. I am just kind of talking about both characters' teenage experiences right now, especially with like dating, but I did mention the colorism episode of the Proud Family in the reboot, and I don't want to just skip past that, but I actually enjoyed this episode, and I actually enjoyed how upfront they were about everything. Like, they didn't try to make Dijonay feel like she was crazy. They didn't try to overlook the fact that AKA sorority lady was a colorist, and I really appreciate that because we need more episodes like this in today's media. Like, children do not have messages in their TV shows anymore. Like, I just appreciate how they did not try to stir away from the actual issue, and I will be talking about it more later on in the video. Now, as for Spirit, it literally is the exact same thing, exact same situation, except she doesn't have a Sticky. She doesn't have just one guy who she chases throughout the entire series. She's not stuck on one guy. It's nothing like that, but she does struggle with dating and having a social life with men. And just like with Dijonay, when she finally does get attention from guys, it literally ends up bad and they just have some ulterior motives. But one-on-one is a little bit more risque than the Proud Family, so it usually involves like sex or something like that, something freaky, which again is negative because it's like you're saying you're not desirable unless you're being sexual. What message is that sending to all the other dark-skinned girls watching this? And I wouldn't even be saying anything if Brianna also struggled with guys, but she doesn't. They literally fall at her feet. They worship the ground she walks on. They thirst over her. She never struggles looking for a date. She always has a boyfriend, whether it's Arnez, Josh, Ray J. Like, someone is always thirsting over our girl. And I'm not saying that's her fault, but I'm just like, in comparison to Spirit, it's just like, why is Brianna so good at getting guys' attention and Spirit is not? I mean, I think that they're both equally pretty, and then they hang out together, so it's not like Brianna is cooler than Spirit. They're both on the cheer team. What's the issue here? Like, for Dijonay, I could say like, okay, maybe guys don't like her because she's annoying, she's loud, she spreads rumors, she's messy, she's got a lot going on. But in Spirit's case, she literally acts dang near the exact same as Brianna, a little better because she's not as arrogant. Like, Brianna is cocky as heck. She is overly confident, and that's not a bad thing. Like, who said that you can't be confident? Hello? But I'm saying though, how does Brianna attract all these guys and Spirit don't? And she's way kinder. Again, they have equal popularity, both on the cheer team. What's the difference? Their skin tones. Like, that is literally the only difference. Like, that is the only thing that I could see separating Spirit from Brianna, aside from Brianna being arrogant as hell. The only thing that somebody could say is like, oh, they don't like the way Spirit dresses. She dresses weird. Do y'all really think it's the outfit holding Spirit back? Do y'all really think it's the crazy things that she put together with her outfits? Do y'all seriously think it's the clothes, or do you think it's the skin tone? Let's be honest here. Also, know, if you are young or even older, because some older people need to be hearing this, some of y'all women need to hear this, but I just want to say that attention from guys is not everything. I don't know how what I just said came off, because I'm like, oh, she don't get attention from guys, she do get attention from guys. I don't really care about attention from guys, like especially at the big age of 21. Like, do it look like I care about getting attention from a dude? No, I don't. But I'm just saying it's very telling, and that is like what separates Brianna from Spirit. Like, Brianna is up here in her mind and Spirit is down her. I mean, she's literally said that herself.
How can you swear off guys? We're 16-year-old girls. What else is there?
Spirit, I don't expect you to understand. When you spend your whole life on a pedestal, your legs get really tired, girl, for real.
But yeah, like, I just don't understand why every time Spirit had a love interest, it had to be followed up by a lesson. Like, it literally always had a lesson attached to it. Like, let my girl live. For example, in the episode Keeping It, Brianna and Spirit decide that it's time to lose their virginities, and it's like, okay, that's pretty normal for high school. But the guy who Spirit decides to hook up with is literally only introduced in this episode to hook up with her and then leave her before they even do anything. He runs out on her, literally.
Maybe I can borrow those lips sometime, Spirit.
Borrow, buy, rent to own.
How about a little security deposit?
A few moments later.
Todd, don't go. What's wrong? Is it me?
No, you're fine. You all right.
And I'm just like, okay, so she's just going to hook up with this guy, Arnez's friend, by the way, who we've never seen. She don't know him, but she's about to give it up to him, to Todd, I think is his name, simply because he is showing a tiny bit of interest in her. And even though it's related to sex, it's kind of like her and Brianna are kind of on the same playing field now. It's like an even playing field, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's never been on Brianna's level when it came to men. So now the fact they're both about to lose it on the same day, I feel like in Spirit's mind, it's just like, okay, I'm keeping up with Brianna now. I actually reviewed this episode, so if y'all want to go watch that review, go watch it. But I hardly talked about Spirit, and I don't know why. Maybe because she's just not the main character and I was mainly focused on Brianna. But I feel like this moment was just deeper for her. Like, this her not first time, but this is one of the times she's actually getting male attention along with Brianna. Not watching Brianna, you know, about to lose it, but she's about to lose her virginity too. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like in Spirit's head, again, she's like, okay, I'm on the same playing field as Brianna now, and we are equals, which I know she didn't feel like that before or for the rest of the show. Like, she just don't feel like her and Brianna are equals because Brianna gets the male attention and she don't. Brianna got dudes worshiping the ground she walk on, and Spirit gets paid dust, until this one moment where a guy is actually interested in her and, you know, they want to bump and grind, you know what I'm saying? This is why you have to teach your daughters self-love. Like, Spirit is literally what happens when you don't teach your daughters to love themselves, because no way you about to have sex with this boy just to have sex with this boy. Like, there's no reason to. Peer pressure, okay, you want to be like Brianna, okay, but there's no real reason behind why you're doing this. You don't know him for real, y'all don't love each other, y'all ain't been together, you doing this literally for fun, for a reputation, to keep up with your best friend. All the wrong reasons. At the end of this episode, we see Todd run out on Spirit because he wants to have sex with someone who is experienced, even though he is a virgin. And what did I say? Every time a dude is interested in Spirit, it is followed up by a lesson. We literally never hear from Todd again, and we never see him in any more episodes. The one time she finally gets a love interest, and this is how it turns out. Even in the episode Glug Glug, Spirit gets dumped right before a school trip because she doesn't want to give it up to her boyfriend A-Town, A-Train, A-Ride, something with A.
Thanks a lot for ruining my grad night, A-Train. It's not like I haven't been looking forward to this for months. I don't see how this night could get much worse. Yeah, thanks for showing me.
Again, connecting Spirit to something sexual just for her to have a love interest. She gets really depressed about this and gets super drunk on this school trip with Jason Earl. Like, why is this man always in somebody's school? Why is he always playing somebody's son? He's always playing like 12, 14, and he was 45 or something. Like, please. Anyways, while she's drunk, Brianna tries tries to comfort Spirit after playing her to the left to make out with Arnaz. Like, I'm not saying she just gotta be caking it up with Spirit and her man is there, but Spirit was literally all by herself after getting dumped. So what did you expect? Like, she going to the back of the bus, she finna get drunk. Everybody get drunk on the back of the bus. But Brianna tries to tell her that drinking isn't going to solve anything, and Spirit's like, girl, who are you trying to tell that to? Because your man is always around, your boyfriend's always here, which is true. Like, they literally are all always hanging out together 24/7, and even when they not all together as a trio, they be together as a duo. So girl, get out of my face talking about some, oh my god, like, you don't gotta be drinking, it's gonna be fine. Like, girl, you got your man here, let me cope, like, please. Like, and then Spirit said that too, like, she's sick of watching them make out, she's sick of watching them make out in her face, and she has not experienced love yet. She's sick of watching it. Like, don't nobody want to be the third wheel all the time. She's like a permanent third wheel. It's always a duo in the trio, and it's Arnaz and Brianna, and Spirit is the third wheel. I probably would have been drinking in the back of the bus too. I would have been sad, I would have been lonely. Like, nobody wants to go through that, especially when everybody else is around you dating, everybody around you got boyfriends and is going on dates, getting asked to prom, homecoming, all that good stuff, all the cute little stuff to come with dating as a teen. Like, you don't get to experience it, and then you watching your best friend experience it right in front of your face, and you ain't got a single slice of that. And I know that was killing her out. Like, that's why she was back there getting drunk with freaking Jackson.
Do you want to know the real reason A-Train didn't come tonight?
I wasn't put out! Girl, how many boyfriends have you lost because of this?
Like, I literally just feel so bad for Spirit. Like, I'm not even out of examples. I could keep going, but every single time a dude is interested in her, it has to do with something sexual, her body, and then they leave her. They don't want to continue to be with her because she's not giving it up. Yet here we got Brianna still with Arnaz, and she won't give it up, and it's this ongoing thing. Like, when is she gonna give it up to him? I don't think she ever even does. She just gave it up to Ray J. Like, I know. I don't know why I'm saying I think. I don't watch the show 1,000 times. She did not have sex with Arnaz. She never gave it up to him, and the show ends with her giving it up to Ray J, of all people. He hit it first. When it came to Dijonay and Spirit, they just both struggled in the men department. And I mean, one could argue that it's not due to their skin tone all the way, because like I said, Dijonay, she was kind of annoying and messy and desperate, kind of creepy when it came to Sticky. So okay, whatever. But then you have Spirit, and it's just like, okay, what's the excuse for her? She's not loud, she don't spread rumors, she don't do all of that. So what is the excuse for her not having any love interest in comparison to Brianna? That's why I said one-on-one is not as direct as the Proud Family, but if you use your context clues, I promise you gonna see some stuff, and you gonna notice it's some colorist stuff going on here. Now, let's get into the relationship between Brianna and Spirit and Dijonay and Penny. Dijonay, as most of y'all know, already has a reputation of being a bad friend. Like, that is what she is known for, other than being obsessed with Sticky. She be switching up on Penny. She be leaving her hanging all the time in so many scenarios. Like, I just could not put up with that. She would have been cut off. I never played them kind of games. You would be cut off immediately. Even when I was their age, like a young teenager, I could not, like, you are not finna, no, I cut people off so quick for stuff like that. But anyways, I'm not here to say that Dijonay wasn't a bad friend, but what I will say is that her and Penny both had their moments. Penny is damn near just as shady as Dijonay. She just had it better. She's more low-key about it. She be making little slick comments and little faces when certain things are said. Like, girl, you are not slick. She's just not as upfront with her shadiness as Dijonay. Dijonay is spreading rumors. She be dropping Penny just like that, just to be pop, like just stuff like that. But like I said, Penny is low-key just as shady as Dijonay. Spirit and Dijonay are just alike to me, but I feel like the connection comes into play with all four of them because their best friends are also similar. When it comes to their best friends, both Brianna and Penny see their best friends as their sidekicks, and this this is very evident. Like, they may love them and all, but honestly, they still look at them as if they are below them. And this shows through 2 specific episodes. Now, I do want to talk about the episodes, but I am going to be leaving out the unimportant stuff. I'm not going to be going detail by detail because it's not an episode review, but just know it's important for the video, so I gotta add it in here some way. One of these episodes being Poetic Justice from the Proud Family, and the other episode being Tame Me, I'm the Shrew from One-on-One. In the episode Poetic Justice, Penny starts showing interest in poetry, and y'all know she's up there sounding like Moesha and stuff. She's going through that phase of life. She thinks she's all mature and has a fully developed brain. Like, girl, you ain't even there yet. So Penny performs one of her poems at this like poetry slam place, and of course her friends plus La Cienega are there to support her. Penny's poem is definitely giving Summer Walker, talking about some regenerating a relationship. Like, aren't they 12, 13 years old? Girl, what do you know? The next day, Dijonay tells Penny that she wishes that she could enter the poetry contest as well. Did I even tell y'all that it was a poetry contest going on? Well, it's a poetry contest going on, and Dijonay said that she wants to join, and Penny seems to encourage her, and she's like, well, why can't you enter the contest? Like, it's a free contest, anybody can enter it. And Dijonay tells Penny that she's just not as deep as her, and you can just tell that this fed the stuff out of Penny's ego. Like, look at that face. And why would Dijonay even pump her head up like that? See, she's really a good friend, y'all. She's really a good friend. Y'all don't cut no slack. Y'all don't cut no slack. Like, she cannot even catch a break with y'all. She's actually a good friend. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know about all that, but this was very nice of her. She had no ill intentions behind what she just said. Dijonay asked if any of her friends want to come over and hear her poems, and literally none of them do. Like, not even Penny. She's over here trying to tiptoe away, but she ends up going anyway. Like, it's low-key giving hater, especially because Penny was all like, girl, I can help you write something, and then as soon as Dijonay was like, well, I already got something written up, Penny's like, literally me mugging this girl.
Look, D, you should enter the contest if that's what you want to do. And if you like, I'll help you write a little something. You know? Well, actually, I have written a few things. Would you guys like to see them?
Penny just could not be my best friend, because how dare you side at me because I got something written, and you over here thinking that you freaking, what's his name? What's the little poetry dude on Arthur who guest starred? I don't even know. Yo-Yo Ma or something like that. Like, some poetry dude. Like, girl, you're nobody. You are not Maya Angelou. You don't want to hear my original work? Like, no, that's not no good friend. See what I mean? Penny can be a bad friend too. They make it to Dijonay's house and find out that her poems have been chewed up by her younger siblings. And this part is so sad. She literally said that it's fine that they tore up her poems because they was no good anyway. Like, look what you did, Penny. Like, this is so ruining Dijonay's self-esteem, ruining the tiny bit of confidence that she probably already had left. She was already lacking confidence in her poetry at first, talking about, I'm not as deep as you. And now she's over here talking about some, it was no good anyway, because you over here acting like you didn't want to hear her stuff. You didn't want to go home and hear what she had written up. And then Penny had the nerve to offer to help her write up some more stuff, which is what she wanted to do in the first place. Now, like I said, this is not an episode review, so I'm speeding through a little bit, but long story short, Dijonay goes back to the Poetry Slam Club thing, and she performs a poem about how she is sick of sharing her space with her younger siblings, especially because she's the oldest. Her poem was actually deep. Her poem was actually relatable. Penny's poem sound like Sis's granny at the end of one of her songs. Penny's poem was given Moesha. Dijonay's poem is so good. She ends up getting a round of snaps. Like, everybody love her, everybody's cheering her on, and everybody's comparing her to Penny as well. Like, Penny did not like that. She never expected her to do well, especially like something that she was doing first, and she was getting all the love and attention for her first, and now Dijonay's getting more love and attention than she was getting anyways. Like, Dijonay literally just took Penny's spotlight, and she is heated. Dijonay goes over to Penny and asks what she thought of her poem, because it's not good unless Penny thinks so. And this girl had the audacity to say that she felt played. Like, girl, how? In what way? In what way was you played, honey? Didn't you help her write the poem? Didn't you encourage her to do this? It's not like she went behind your back and did it. You're just mad because she's better than you. Like, people love to see you do good, but not better than them. And that is so sad. Like, this is your best friend. She was so supportive of you. Penny is literally just the type of girl that you gotta watch out for. And that's funny because I guess people could say the same about Dijonay. Dijonay follows Penny all the way home while Penny continues to give her the silent treatment. And I'm just like, I would have made a pit stop and took my ass home, because you're not gonna keep giving me the silent treatment when I did nothing to you. And I'm over here trying to plead my case to you and say, sorry, talk to me. No, I'm not gonna keep doing all of that. Like, I didn't do nothing to you. You're mad, you're bitter. And I would have told her that. Even Trudy is confused on why Penny is so upset with Dijonay, especially because she was helping her at first. Y'all already know that Trudy do not play all that, and she tells Dijonay to just go on home and she will talk to Penny herself. And you can just tell by the look on Trudy's face that she's gonna give her a stern talking to, because why are you being so weird towards your friend? So she marches upstairs and she tells Penny that she is very disappointed in her, and then she calls her out on the fact that she's just jealous. And I'm happy she called her out on that, because I was waiting on somebody to.
1 minute she's cheering Rip Rip Ree, the next minute she's Nikki Giovanni.
Am I sensing a hint of jealousy here?
Mom, you got it all wrong.
She definitely do not got one of them mamas who's gonna tell you, oh, they just jealous of you, oh, people's just hating on you all for no reason. Like, and I'm happy she clocked her, because you're just being a jealous, bitter little girl right now. Penny immediately gets overly defensive and she's like, I'm not jealous, it's just the principal. And I'm just like, girl, what principal? Your best friend showed interest in poetry. She outdid you in your own sport and you mad. There's no principle behind that. It's not her fault that she's talented. Like, why do people always say this when they in the wrong? Like, it's a last resort statement. Everybody says this when they are in the wrong. Oh my god, it's just the principal, it's just the principal. Whole time the principal nowhere to be found. There's no principal. Trudy continues to read Penny down and says, oh, so if you help a friend and they do better than you in something, then they aren't really your friend. And you would think that Penny realizes how ridiculous she sounds, but instead she chooses to stand on business, and it's like, yes, exactly that. Like, I said what I said. She's a bad friend. She betrayed me. And at this point, Trudy decides that this is just one of them lessons that Penny gotta learn on her own. But she also informs her that if she don't wise up soon, she gonna lose a real good friend in the process. Trudy's talk did absolutely nothing for Penny. Everything she told her went in one ear and out the other. The next day of school, why does Penny try to turn everybody against Dijonay? Literally trying to make them choose sides, choose who they gonna hang out with, choose who they gonna eat lunch with. Like, girl, it's not that serious. Like, she was really bothered. She was really, her ego could not handle this. Her ego could not handle her not being the center of attention once in life. Like, Dijonay has never been a center of attention like this. And the one time she is, Penny tried to make her feel bad for it. At this point, Dijonay is tired of Penny and her BS, and she's like, look, girl, you may be able to take away my music by telling Sticky to stay away from me, but you could never take away my talent. And she's right. Penny, she can be doing all this. She can be like, stay away from her. She can try to take away all her friends, but in our reality, when it comes to that poetry, she just not as deep and relatable as Dijonay. She could never take that away from her. Like, you just don't got the depth. I'm sorry. Now comes the day of the big poetry competition, the prize being X amount of wizard dollars, and Penny is steadily giving Dijonay side eyes, dirty looks. Like, she's really making me mad because, girl, it's really not that serious. Like, she's really making this so deep. So Penny performs this diss poem to Dijonay, and I'm just like, okay, this is a bit much. Like, she's up there calling her a backstabber, and then she directly calls her out by pointing at her in the front row, and I'm just like, Penny, I cannot believe that you are acting like this. You know, Penny tend to get the big head, but this is overly, like, doing it. And then the fact that it's just pure jealousy. Like, not saying she can't get jealous or upset. Yeah, I am saying that you should not be getting jealous or upset that your best friend is getting shown love. That's so weird. Like, it's literally giving hater, not even undercover hater. Oh, and I forgot to mention it, but Penny's poem was whack again.
Backstabbers, those backstabbers. You think they're down for you when times are whack, but when it counts, they surely don't got to your back. Backstabbers, those backstabbers.
Dijonay goes right after Penny, and oh my gosh, do I hate kids shows, because why does Dijonay throw in the towel? When I tell you that Penny Proud would have never got that out of me, she wouldn't have even got the satisfaction. Oh my gosh, I really hate children's shows, because I understand like they gotta wrap this up in a couple minutes and they're trying to also teach a lesson. They're trying to show kids like how to be good friends and all that, but how about we also teach kids about boundaries and not letting people step on you and not letting people run over you? If anything, that should have been Penny up there apologizing to Dijonay. That would have been a better lesson. Anyway, she takes her poem in a mature route and she starts talking about how much friendship means to her. She never wanted to fight with Penny like at all throughout this whole thing. It's literally a one-sided beef. But Dijonay's poem does move Penny in a way, and you can tell that she heard her out.
The seasons may change, but my friendship is everlasting. So remember me when you're over there blasting. Me, like I'm your enemy.
Dijonay does end up winning the poetry contest, but she honestly could care less about any of that. Her and Penny are still beefing, and she says that the prize is meaningless if she can't share her excitement with her best friend. It's really bothering her that her and Penny are beefing right now, especially since she never wanted to beef in the first place. She just wanted to do poetry. Penny runs outside to tell Dijonay that she won, but like I said, Dijonay does not care. She sees how deeply hurt Dijonay is, and the fact that she can't even enjoy her achievement is really confusing Penny. Like, girl, you did this. But her next step was an apology, so I won't get on Penny too much more. And she finally admits that she was just jealous of Dijonay, and Dijonay cannot even believe her ears. She's like, you was jealous of me? And Penny's like, yeah girl, you were so deep and relatable, not everybody can do that. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. I'm not even gonna go in no more. I get it. Kids show, message, got it. Okay. All in all, the girls make up and they hug and they like, we cool, like the other side of the pillow. And that's literally how it ends. Nothing after this. They literally just make up. I have got to start forgiving people more, because this could never happen in my world, in my life. Like, I could never just let something go so easy. Like, it's really not that serious, but you was seriously hating though. Like, what are you gonna do when I start surpassing you and other stuff? You gonna act like this again? Do y'all see what I mean though? Like, Penny was really acting out. She was really getting out of character, because Dijonay was something more than a sidekick to her for one episode, for one day, a couple days. Like, she really could not handle not being the center of attention, because that's all she see Dijonay as, is a sidekick to her story. But no, seriously, she got main character syndrome bad. And I know this her show, but baby, she need to pipe it down. Now, let's take a trip to Spirit's world. In this episode of 101 called Tame Me, I'm the Shrew, a Shakespeare play is being held at the kids' school and everyone auditioned. Arnaz got the part he auditioned for, and so did Brianna, but Spirit got the part as Brianna's understudy, which she says is worse than not getting the part at all, because who wants to be the understudy to their best friend, and the best friend who gets chose first for literally everything else in everyday life? Like, why would I want to be second to her again? And then you got Miss Dabney over here talking about some, if you ain't get a part, well, that's showbiz. Brianna attempts to cheer Spirit up, but it's kind of like shady in a way, kind of just makes you want to slap her. She's like, girl, I got all the pressure and the hard work, and you can just have fun. You got the fun stuff. And I'm just like, baby, you know she wanted that part. She did not care about the pressure of it all. Like, honestly, there's nothing right she can say in this moment. It's not her fault that Spirit did not get the part, but still, she did not have to say that.
So I'm your understudy, which is almost worse than not getting a part.
No, being an understudy is awesome. You get all the fun while I get all the pressure. Who's the lucky one here?
After she got that lead role and she seen her name on that poster, she immediately starts acting funny. Brianna gets a big head about this small little role in this school play and has the nerve to rewrite it, making it the Tupac version, the hood BET version of Shakespeare. And Spirit's like, girl, I don't think that you should be doing that. And she gonna tell Spirit, your job is to understudy, not to think. Now go ahead and pass out these flyers for me. Give me 2 seconds with Brianna. I promise her head gonna be deflated. Like, for you to be ordering me around like you're William Shakespeare himself is actually crazy. Mrs. Dabney is not feeling Brianna's alterations to the play, and she's like, keep it original or don't do it at all, basically. And Brianna had the nerve to get smart with this lady, talking about some not everything the man wrote was gold. Was he like a personal friend or something? Brianna really thinks she is bigger than a program right now. I am shook. Like, I'm really not shook. She prides herself on being a diva, but this is extreme.
I know that I'm the finest in the nation. But I can't deal with all this hateration.
Her mouth got real spicy just because she was in this school play. But this causes Brianna to get removed completely from the play, and since Spirit is her understudy, Spirit now has the leading role. Well, she should have had it in the first place because she truly understood the character that Brianna was playing. Just like with Penny, you can definitely tell by the face that Brianna is upset. She might not have said nothing right then and there, but she was not happy about Spirit actually getting to play this part. But in Brianna's words and not mine, it's okay because now Spirit has all the pressure and she gets to have fun. Ain't that what she said to Spirit when she didn't get the leading role? Now the shoe's on the other foot. Later on, when she gets home, Brianna tells Flex, which if you don't watch 101 is her dad, that she can't believe that Spirit stole her role. Actually, she says that she can't believe that Spirit betrayed her and stole her role. Sound familiar?
Did that sound familiar to you? Because that sounds really familiar to me.
How did your best friend betray you because you got the big head and you start talking to the teacher like she wasn't your teacher? And Flex says that. He's like, did she steal your role or did your ego give it to her? Like that. See, I just love a parent that know when their child is in the wrong. Like, do not feed into that. Even Flex's speech to Brianna sounds similar to Trudy's. He tells her that she's only gonna get a handful of good friends in her life and she really should not lose one just off the back of this school play, off the back of her ego being hurt, especially the main one. Like, this is your main friend, your everyday friend. Aside from Arnaz, who do you hang out with, Brianna? And then you're gonna cut her off just because you got the big head and you start acting like you was Whitney Houston, Diana Ross on set. I mean, why wouldn't they give the part to somebody else, somebody who's gonna actually do the character how the character is supposed to be done? Just like Penny, because she looks at Spirit as a sidekick, she can't imagine her outdoing her in something that initially she was better at first. That's why I said the best friends are alike. Penny and Brianna are alike. Dijonay and Spirit are literally the same. They just aren't used to seeing their best friends outside of the sidekick. I'm there for you. I'm gonna do what you say. I'm gonna follow you everywhere. You know, they aren't used to seeing them outside of those roles. So once they finally step outside of those roles, it's like, hold on now. Are you challenging me? Are you threatening me? Like, what is it? They just aren't used to that. But anyways, right before Spirit goes on stage for the play, she gets super nervous and is really trying to talk herself out of even going on stage. But Brianna's like, you done did plays before, you got this. Like, just really being encouraging. And Spirit's like, whoa girl, when did I say we back cool? But they do get back cool like 2 seconds after she said that.
You really get this Shakespeare stuff?
I'm scared.
Don't. I'll be right here in New Orleans if you need me.
Brianna apologizes and she literally just encourages her to go out there and do her best. And they make up because it's supposed to be teaching us a lesson. Stop being bad friends. That's the lesson. I wish I had more to give with this episode, but that literally is it. And now that I have finally reviewed both episodes, do y'all see what I mean when I say that Dijonay is just Spirit animated? They both serve the same purpose in both shows. And I feel like me reviewing these episodes really just proved that, because why was they both acting so weird once they best friends was the center of attention? For once, like, it wasn't even an ongoing thing. Like, it wasn't a recurring thing. No, it was one episode, one time when their best friends finally got to shine and stand out and not be the sidekick, and they could not handle that for even 24 hours, and that says a lot. I don't know if the writers did this intentionally or if it's literally just a coincidence, but they are so similar, it's actually scary. Down to the way that they look, to the way that they act, and down to how they are treated by their best friends. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you didn't take anything else from this video, do not be a Penny, do not be a Brianna when it comes to your dark-skinned friends. Treat them like normal humans, not like your sidekicks, because that's what they are. They are humans, not your sidekicks. I don't know how they came off, but seriously, don't be a weirdo. Like, do not treat your friends like they're just little sidekicks in your own little sitcom. Like, please do not. It's okay for these characters to do it to a certain extent because that literally is what they are. They are literally sidekicks to the main characters. But I am done here today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I will see you all on the next video. Bye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.